theme of triathlon training mistakes, I wanted to touch on a topic that I actually see quite often, particularly amongst newer triathletes. And that's when athletes spend too much time or even, quite frankly, obsess over their training data. This can actually just be the result of using too many devices or just looking at the data too closely for each particular workout. And while training data is important and can be a useful tool, you definitely don't want to obsess over it, and you want to be able to complete your workouts without staring at your watch or your bike computer or any other device that you might be using. The way to really get to know your body is going by feel. And what I mean by that is you can certainly still utilize your watch or other training device, but you don't want to be staring at it throughout the whole workout. You should be able to pinpoint where you are in terms of pace or power simply by how it feels. And try to complete the workout without looking at your watch. You can glance at it from time to time or even just wait until the session is over and see how the data actually compares to what you felt during the session. It should be pretty close. So if you have a hard time gauging the intensity while you're in the middle of a workout, then this is definitely something you want to try to work on. Don't rely on your watch so much to tell you how you're feeling. You should be able to head out there and, if you're going by pace, I would say you should be able to kind of pinpoint within 10 to 15 seconds per mile of where you're running without looking at your watch. And same goes for any other metric you might be using, whether it's heart rate or power. If you're good at gauging your intensity and going by feel, then, I'd expect that you can be within, 10 to 15 watts or, 5 to 10 beats per minute if you're going by heart rate. And to not rely on the watch to tell you how you're feeling in a particular session. So this is a great time of year during the winter to work on something like this. When you're not particularly in the competitive racing time of year, you can use this time to really gauge how you feel during your sessions and not rely on technology so much. Especially, this day and age, I find that many people are using multiple devices, sometimes 2, 3, even 4 devices just for their training. You really should only be using one device. If you're obsessing over the data too much, I really encourage you to take a step back and look at the purpose of each workout and try to do it without necessarily staring at your watch or any other device that you might be using.